Orwell is credited with having said, journalism is printing something that power doesn't want printed, and everything else is public relations. And right now, journalism is on trial. Free speech is on trial. U.S. authorities are seeking to extradite Julian Assange. They are charging him under the Espionage Act. His hearing is happening in London. And why is Julian Assange in prison? Because he exposed the crimes of empire, the crimes of war, the crimes of corruption, and there is no greater crime to the establishment than exposing the truth. For 7 years as publisher, Assange has been persecuted for publishing what power doesn't want published. This is meant to put a chill on all journalism. As long as Julian Assange is in prison, we are all in prison. The truth is in prison, and that is why we must help free Julian Assange. There is some confusion with the public. Many think that Julian Assange is on trial for something to do with Russia and the DNC and the 2016 election, but he's being prosecuted for the release of a video showing the U.S. air attack in Iraq that killed dozens of people, including 2 Reuters media workers. Now, if they are successful in prosecuting Assange, won't it allow governments around the world, from the U.S., UK to Europe and Australia, to outlaw any reporting about national security? Let me just put that to you, Noam.
Well, Julian Assange has, as you said, met the responsibilities of a journalist in the most effective and courageous fashion. He has released information to the public that the public should know. Journalists, scholars are making extensive use of the information that he provided, something that all of us should know. Those in power have their own reasons to suppress facts that display to the general public what they are doing. The essence of a free democratic society is that the public should know, understand, have critical awareness and analysis of what their elected leaders are doing. The highest mission of journalists is to fulfill that responsibility. Julian Assange has done so with great merit and courage. We should stress that this effort he's been punished brutally for years for having carried out this crucial mission of journalism at the highest level. He is now being threatened with extremely severe punishment by a government which wants to silence the revelations of its actions. What will happen at the trial and afterwards will depend very significantly on public actions and reactions. Public uproar over this criminal prosecution is sure to have an impact on how it will eventuate. And not only is Julian Assange's fate at risk in this sordid affair, but so is that of journalism, freedom of speech, democratic rights quite generally. We can't stand by and permit this monstrous offense against our highest values to proceed.
If I could just ask you a follow-up on that, why is the world of journalism so silent about the persecution of Julian Assange?
You have to ask them. They shouldn't be. This is maybe people are afraid, maybe they have other reasons, but it's not a great tribute to journalism to see them back away from supporting someone who has lived up to the highest ideals of the profession and is being savagely persecuted for doing so. This is a mission that journalists should applaud. They should be in the front lines of defending Assange and, in fact, themselves against state power that is out of control.
Yeah, it seems to me maybe it's because a small internet outlet like WikiLeaks accomplishes what it accomplishes poses a great threat to institutions like the New York Times and the Washington Post because they're not accomplishing much.